Atletico. They've been here for over a week now in Canada. There's been plenty of hard work done, and a lot more still to come here in North America. Of course, we're in Canada now. Going to be leaving this country and heading to the United States for those 3 games in the International Champions Cup, the first of which is a really huge fixture. Of course, it always is, against Bayern Munich. We've played Bayern Munich once previously in this tournament back in 2016 and won by 1-0. Let's see if Real Madrid can repeat that victory against the German champions on Saturday evening in the USA. It's Sunday morning in Europe and Spain. We had a open training session yesterday here in Montreal, not here in the training facilities of the Montreal Impact, but in the Saputo Stadium, where the Impact play their games. Thousands and thousands and thousands of Madridistas turning up to see an open training session. They got their money's worth as well. An hour and a half open training session with a lot of strength work to begin with, and then moving on to see the squad play a match between themselves as well. It's the only time that the Madridistas in Montreal were going to get a chance to see the players in action, as it were, because they're not playing any games here. The tickets cost $20, and all proceeds going to charity supporting the Saputo Foundation. Saputo family, of course, owners of Montreal Impact, and all going to a good cause. So great to see so many Madridistas turning out yesterday for the open training session. This a training session behind closed doors, but we are still bringing you live images here on Real Madrid TV. As we said, it's the 14th training session of pre-season, and the side are getting through a lot of good work. We've been speaking to some of the players here on Real Madrid TV, and they all concur. There's plenty of hard work that is being done here. We had a interview with Rafael Varane, who was speaking to us. He was about to start his 9th season at Real Madrid, and he said the side are gradually upping the tempo, getting into the groove. That is what pre-season is all about, and it is also about doing things gradually as well. Obviously, these training sessions, each and every one of the sessions is meticulously planned to make sure that the players get up to speed as quickly as possible. But of course, you can't go too hard right from the off. You've got to bear in mind that most players have had a month off. You've just got to work out how to get them back up to best possible fitness levels as quickly but as safely, if you like, as possible. Don't want any injuries, don't want anyone missing pre-season and missing these 3 matches in the International Champions Cup. The first one, as we said, against Bayern Munich. Bayern themselves, having played their first game in this tournament, they went down by 2-1 against Arsenal, who are Real Madrid's second opponents in the tournament. The game being played last night between Arsenal and Bayern Munich in the Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Robert Lewandowski scored the goal for Bayern Munich, but ultimately they were defeated by the North Londoners. So let's see if Real Madrid can add to their woes this weekend. We know that Real Madrid have a really strong record in the International Champions Cup, won this competition on 3 occasions, and we know it's not the most important tournament in the world. It is a tournament of pre-season friendlies, but it's always good to see the side put in good performances, score goals, entertain the fans. But we know the most important game that Real Madrid are going to play in the next few weeks is on the 17th of August at the Estadio Balaidos, 5 p.m. kickoff on Saturday the 17th against Celta Vigo. It's the first match of the La Liga season, and as we said, that is the game that really counts. Obviously, we want to see Real Madrid put in a really strong performance against Bayern Munich, against Arsenal, against Atletico Madrid, but what really counts is a victory against Celta Vigo. So let's see how the side get on here in North America. We do have another friendly as well before the La Liga season kicks off on the 30th of July in Munich at the Allianz Arena against Tottenham Hotspur, Champions League finalists from last season in the Audi Cup. And then, of course, there's no UEFA Super Cup for Real Madrid this summer, the first time in a long time, first time in 4 years that Real Madrid haven't had a UEFA Super Cup to play in the summer, so the focus is entirely on the start of the La Liga season, making sure that Real Madrid, as we said, are in the best possible physical and mental shape to start the La Liga season. You see these drills starting this session. You can see there Javi Mayo, one of Zinedine Zidane's coaching staff, just explaining to the squad what it is they're supposed to do here. There we go, hold the ball, go around, let's see who's won. Well, the captain claiming that his side has won that particular race. Smiles all round. Marcelo, the vice-captain, claiming victory in that race as well. As we see, competitive, good spirit in the Real Madrid camp as always. Smiles, but also that hunger, that desire to win, to train hard, to get back in shape. Real Madrid playing in the International Champions Cup for the 7th consecutive summer. It really has become a mainstay for pre-season now, not just for Real Madrid, but for plenty of other big clubs around the world. And it is a chance, obviously, for Real Madrid to prepare for the forthcoming season against some of the biggest teams in the world, but it is also a chance for fans in parts of the world that don't get to see Real Madrid play to enjoy the spectacle of a Real Madrid game, which is exactly what is going to happen in Texas, Maryland and New Jersey over the forthcoming days for Madridistas in the games against Bayern Munich, Arsenal and Atletico Madrid. It is important to spread the gospel of Real Madrid for Madridistas, as we said, in North America, to get a chance to see the players up close. If you're just joining us, this is live coverage here on Real Madrid TV. We've been bringing you live coverage almost every single day from this pre-season tour of North America. This is the 14th training session of pre-season for Real Madrid. It's the final one in Canada in the facilities of the Montreal Impact, the MLS side in Canada. Before Real Madrid head off, it is a long old flight from Montreal to Houston, Texas. That is where Real Madrid are going to be based for the next few days. Before they take on Bayern Munich, around about a 4-hour flight from this part of Canada to that part of Texas. So seeing that group there, you can see the tall figure of Thibaut Courtois alongside Gareth Bale, Eden Hazard there, along with Ferland Mendy, two of the new faces in this Real Madrid squad, joining over the summer, of course, from Lyon and Chelsea. Just to the left of Ferland Mendy, you can see Takefusha Kubo, the 18-year-old Japanese international, who has been really impressing on this pre-season tour. He's shown himself to be an extremely talented and really exciting prospect. Also speaks excellent Spanish as well, which I'm sure has helped his integration into the group. By all accounts, he is an extrovert as well, so he seems to have slotted in very well indeed. Let's see how and when will be used in the first team squad this season or the next. As we said, he is a teenage prospect, but a very exciting one as well. You can see this particular exercise again. Sergio Ramos keen for his side to have won that particular exercise. Got Real Madrid Castilla players obviously involved on this pre-season tour, as there always are in the summer. They will be enjoying themselves and learning so much as well working day in, day out with the first team squad, and also it is highly likely that some of them will get at least some minutes in one of the games of pre-season, and to play in huge arenas in front of packed houses. Well, that is a great learning curve for young players. So we know that pre-season, it has a lot of facets to it. It is about preparing the new campaign. It is about trying things out. It is about getting youngsters acclimatised to working with the first team and playing in big stadiums. So it's a really important time, and you can see why the manager Zinedine Zidane places so much importance on pre-season. And of course, the first pre-season that Real Madrid had under Zinedine Zidane, we were here in Montreal using these exact same facilities before heading to the US and playing 3 different matches in the International Champions Club, including against Bayern Munich. And what followed, the 2016-2017 season, Madridistas around the world will remember one of the most successful seasons in the club's history. 4 trophies being won: UEFA Super Cup, the Club World Cup, La Liga and the Champions League. It was all because the manager, well, not all because, but largely because the manager got to do the work that he wanted in pre-season. So plenty of positives to take from pre-season so far. The work that's being done here will hopefully serve the side in good stead for the forthcoming campaign as they look to fight on 3 fronts: La Liga, the Champions League, and of course the Copa del Rey, which is the only trophy that manager Zinedine Zidane hasn't won as coach of Real Madrid, so he'll be highly motivated to try and claim that particular title. Of course, no Casemiro here, no Eder Militao either. They are off earning some rest after helping Brazil to win the Copa America title. They're still on their holidays. The competition only ended 10 days ago, so they are still recovering, enjoying a break. We'll be linking up with their new teammates once they have had some time off. We see Isco just to the left of your picture. He wasn't he didn't initially fly out with the squad when they joined last week because his partner was expecting their child, but after the birth, of course, linking up with his teammates to get on with pre-season. As we see the manager here explaining this next exercise. We're moving on to a ball work here. Looks like it might be just, is it 1 touch or 2 touch? There we go. 1 touch, maximum 2 touches. An exercise that works a lot of aspects of play. Your control, vision, movement, passing ability. The ability to move that ball quickly, which is so key to how Zinedine Zidane wants his Real Madrid side to play. And also the close press as well when Real Madrid don't have possession, trying to get the ball back as quickly as possible. We've seen that deployed many times under Zinedine Zidane, pressing high up the pitch, working as a unit to try and get the ball back. Well, all those kind of things are worked on the training pitch throughout the season at Ciudad Real Madrid, and currently in Montreal in pre-season. It'll be interesting to see how Real Madrid line up against Bayern Munich this weekend. Of course, we should expect a number of substitutions throughout the course of the game. Bayern Munich, as we said, played against Arsenal last night, and at half-time, Niko Kovac, the Bayern Munich manager, changed the entire starting 11. We'll see whether or not Zinedine Zidane chooses to do something similar, but at the very least we're expecting wholesale changes throughout the game, if not all in one fell swoop at half-time. You never know, might be something the manager wants to do, give a half to one 11, a half to another 11. As we said, that's what Niko Kovac did for Bayern Munich against Arsenal. Here is Kubo involved in this group here, along with Rodrigo Goes, the other 18-year-old in this first team squad. Vinicius is the veritable veteran, aged 19, coming into his second season with Real Madrid. Of course, got injured towards the end of last season, but now back to absolute full fitness. The injury blow, of course, a real blow for him and blow for Real Madrid, missing games towards the end of the season. Of course, missing the Copa America as well for Brazil. He had been called up to the national team for the first side, Vinicius, but of course had to pull out. But his non-involvement in the Copa America means that he can be involved in pre-season right from the start here for Real Madrid, and it remains to be seen the role that he will play this season. You can see here the players trying to score in those small goals. It's quite an intense exercise, this. But as we said, it is a good one, and is certainly one that is often used in the coaching sessions at Ciudad Real Madrid throughout the season. We do have live coverage of first team training every Friday or Saturday, the day before match day in La Liga, live here on Real Madrid TV throughout the season. So bring you pre-match press conference before every La Liga game, so make sure you don't miss out throughout the season here on Real Madrid TV. So looking forward to bringing you live coverage of every Real Madrid Castilla game under the orders now of Raúl González, the legendary Real Madrid striker, who is now beginning his journey as a manager, having had success with the under-15s and the under-18s, now taking charge of Castilla, as of course Zinedine Zidane did. Going to be really interesting to see how Raúl González gets on, and as we said, live coverage of Real Madrid Castilla matches here on Real Madrid TV throughout the season. 14th training session of pre-season, live here on Real Madrid TV in Montreal, under the sunshine here in Montreal. The conditions pretty good at the moment, not too humid, quite warm. It's much cooler than it is in Madrid, much better conditions for working. So not long to go now before pre-season really kicks off, and of course we've been bringing you live coverage of these training sessions here on Real Madrid, and it's great to see the players working, but until that first game, doesn't necessarily feel like pre-season has started, but that first game will really make us feel that the 2019-2020 season is just that little bit closer. So we're all looking forward to seeing the first game of this new look Real Madrid side, with, as we said, plenty of new faces. Also a lot of youngsters involved in this pre-season tour. Dani Carvajal frustrated with himself at not scoring a goal. As we've mentioned many times here on Real Madrid TV, Dani Carvajal, one of the most competitive players in the Real Madrid squad. You can see all the players working extremely hard here. It is an intense exercise. You really do have to keep moving, keep thinking as well. It's all about being on your toes. Improvisation. Ball comes at you so quickly, you've got so little time. Just 2 touches as well. We're live here from Montreal.
Safe travels.
Before heading off to Houston, Texas, then Maryland, then New Jersey, and directly from New Jersey, Real Madrid will fly back to the Spanish capital after the final game against Atletico on the 27th of July, the early hours of the morning. Of course, Bayern Munich against Real Madrid, the first game of pre-season. It is a game with a rich recent history, of course, having met them in the Champions League semi-finals, quarter-finals in the last couple of seasons as well. Some memorable victories for Real Madrid over the Bavarian side, and hopefully we'll enjoy another entertaining game against the German champions this weekend, the first game of the International Champions Cup for Real Madrid. A victory over Bayern Munich in the semi-finals of the Champions League a couple of seasons ago. Of course, that 2-2 draw at the Bernabeu, the 2-1 victory in the Allianz Arena. Marco Asensio scoring in Munich. Those 2 goals from Karim Benzema in the Bernabeu, securing Real Madrid's passage to the final Kiev 2018. One of the most memorable recent matches against Bayern Munich, of course, that 4-0 victory in the Allianz Arena back in 2014, also in the semi-final, on the way to claiming La Decima, which started an almost unparalleled period of European dominance. 4 Champions League titles in 5 seasons, 3 consecutive trophies, something that is going to be very, very, very difficult for any team to even come close to repeating.
Espera, que no está dentro,
This game, this fixture often does bring goals against Bayern Munich. 2-2, 2-1 to Real Madrid, of course 4-2 after extra time, 2-1 in the Allianz in 2017. So hopefully there'll be more goals this weekend as Real Madrid take on Bayern Munich in the first match of the International Champions Cup. The work will continue here in Montreal, and then the side will head off to Houston, Texas. Hope you've enjoyed our coverage here. We'll see you next time. Adios.